I'm Lawrenxoxo, bitch.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of Lawrenxoxo and Friends. And before we get into this episode, if you haven't already, please go on iTunes podcast and leave a review. And let's get into this episode. How are you, Yaya?
Okay, and yourself?
I'm alright. I've got some changes going on in my life, but I'm okay. Well, I guess they're not really changes. I've been updated of new changes in my life. So,
Like what?
I no longer have an office. Now I work from home for forever.
Really?
Yeah. Which, it's like, I like working from home, but, well, I guess, you know what, I haven't, because I've worked from home like a little bit on and off, but I like to work from home permanently. Just even thinking about like I was talking to my boss and I was thinking about like my little tiny apartment, and she was like, well, you know, are there anything you need, like a desk and this? And I'm like, I cannot fit a desk anywhere. And I mean, I could, but it's going to be a little cluttered.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out kind of that transition. And then I'm like, damn, I feel like, you know, before all of this happened, you know, the only thing I really did was go to work. I go out every once in a blue, but I wasn't going out that much. I was like, damn, I'm really going to be in this bitch forever.
Yeah.
So it feels like. But I was like, you know what? Let me not complain. I'm still employed. It is what it is. I kind of knew this was coming, so it was fine. But yeah, that's one of the changes. Another thing is you remember I was telling you that I was trying to sell one of my Chanel bags? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, I've been trying to sell this fucking Chanel bag forever, right? Well, I tried to sell it in December. And I was trying to sell it before Christmas because I was like, damn, I know people are going to want this bag. But nobody wanted it. I had posted it in a Facebook chat group. There's like all of these designer Facebook chat groups or whatever with a whole bunch of women who like just post their newest Chanel bags all day. So, or whatever other designer they're into. And I didn't really hear back about it. So I was just like, oh, whatever. Like, I'll just keep the bag. I was trying to sell it on a resale site, but the prices they were giving me, I was just like, oh, y'all are preying on people who like really OD like need money, and y'all want to try to give people $2,000 for a $6,000 bag.
Right.
No. So I had kind of come to the conclusion. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep this bag. Like, it is what it is. Fine. But then I was on Facebook and I was looking at the group, and these women was just posting all these new Chanel bags. So I'm like, ain't nobody buying Chanel right now. Yes, people are. They were just posting their new Chanel bags left and right, and I'm like, oh, y'all buying. So I posted the bag, and this lady hit me up, and she just brought it, and I was like, ooh, finally got that.
How much you sold it for?
I sold it when I brought it for $5,000. Well, it was like $49,000. I sold it for $5,400.
Oh, that's not bad.
Girl, when I was trying to sell it on other sites, they were literally trying to give me $2,500, $3,000. And this bag I brought it in 2017. I can count on my hands how many times I've worn the bag, because it's a lambskin bag. And I was just treating it like it was a newborn child. And that's one of the reasons why, you know how you want something for so long and then you finally get it and you're just like, like, that's how I felt about the bag. It's like, I wanted it for so long, and then when I finally got it, I realized that it was too big for me and for my lifestyle. Like, I totally should have just got the medium-sized bag. So, yeah, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep the bag, because I'm not selling this bag for less than what I brought it for. It makes no sense to me. It has no scratches. Like, literally, it's like perfect. And I finally found someone. I put in a group. I was like, my price is firm. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. Like, you either have to buy it for this price or that's it. She brought it for the price, and I was like, ooh, finally got that out of my closet. So
That's good.
I was like, damn, y'all still spending that type of money right now? All right, if you got it, fine. So,
But you know what's crazy? I was just thinking that too because I know Essence is about to have their sale, and I'm like, are people really buying? But I'm like, I mean, people are shopping. I can tell you that online because people are still shopping with me. But it's just like to spend $5,000 and we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow unless these people have money out their ass and they're not concerned about anything.
yeah, because I mean, she was like, the only thing she wanted to do, and I really wanted to make her feel comfortable because I'm like, spending $5,000 from with someone that you just met on Facebook, like for a Chanel bag. So I had to like FaceTime her. I did an unboxing. I sent her mad pictures. Like, we went back and forth for a while, and then she went and got it authenticated on her end with someone else because she just wanted to make sure it was 100% real. But yeah, she just brought it like once the person let her know that it was authentic, she was like, all right. I sent her an invoice. She sent me the money, and I shipped it out to her. So
Wow.
I didn't think I was gonna sell it. I was like, ain't nobody gonna buy it, but let me just repost it. I was like, let me just repost it and see. And yep, she was like, yo, you know how long I've been looking for this exact bag? And I was like, well, I'm here for you, girl. Come on and buy it. So it's nice to get that out of my closet because I feel like it was just sitting there and I wasn't really putting it to use. And I think like something that's $5,000, if you're not really wearing it, it's just like you don't want to waste that type of money. So
Right. Absolutely.
it felt very, very good to get that out of my closet. What have you been doing besides fulfilling orders?
That's it. I just been fulfilling orders. Trying to get these 2 products ready for launch, which is this shit that like I can't wait for this whole fucking virus shit to be over with. I cannot take it anymore because I can't find shit. Like everything is like okay, like if I have my wholesaler, like I usually go to like for like jars or bottles, they have a minimum requirement now. So they want you to buy like $500 worth of shit before they ship it out, or you can't place an order. So it's been really like tough because I'm just like, damn, like what's going on? Like trying to find lids. That's what I've been trying to do like in my spare time, and I thank God that I'm working from home because I can work from home and still do what I have to do for the business. It's difficult, and it's like answering customers' emails.
Wait, yeah, hold on for a minute. My thing stopped recording out of nowhere. Hold on.
It's just been a pain in the ass, and I'm like, do I really want to launch these things if I can't find jars or bottles? Because I could find the bottles that I'm looking for are clear 4-ounce bottles, bullet bottles, and I can't find them anywhere, but I could find them in different colors like amber, green, purple. And I'm like, I want my packaging to stay consistent. I already made a decision like, listen, I'm going to go back to my old lids for the time being until my new ones come in. Like, you just want to stand firm on your brand. You just don't want to use anything.
Right.
And you just want it to be consistent. But at this point in time, like, the show still has to go on. You have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just fucked up.
I agree. And I mean, on my end, being a buyer, like I definitely have some brands that are like, we need you to pay before we ship. And these are people who we usually do like net 30, net 45 with. And then those are more like the smaller brands are doing that though. And it's very understandable because they don't want to wait around for like 30 to 45 days to get paid. And then for one of our private label items, maybe we sell about, last month we sold 900 of this item. And I placed a new order with the vendor and she was like, we're out of caps for this item. And she said that the company that she uses, that they said that they wouldn't have the item in until August. And I was like, wait, we cannot go without this item until August. Like, it's gonna be crazy. And it's definitely been like super stressful.
Girl, it's crazy. Like, and it's like I added a new feature to my website where like when you go on a website, you could talk to somebody. Like you could do like a ping, like a little chat.
Mm-hmm.
So my pings are going off all day because I had to make a decision to stop selling the skin pro things because it's just been a fucking mess. And I'm like, I'm missing out on so much money because like mad packages are being lost. I have to replace so many packages. They're not scanning, they're not being delivered, and then the problem is, even if they are being delivered, 2-day shipping is now turning into 5.
Right.
So I have to ship like the skin frosting strategically because they melt in transit in hot areas. So I can only ship them out on like Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays usually if things were normal. So it can get to people sooner, so it won't be sitting outside or sitting on mail trucks or on those big, 18-wheelers on a highway to a destination, and they melt because of the heat. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to invest money into ice packs and all these other things if the ice packs are time sensitive. They only last for 36 hours, 48 hours. So if I'm going to waste my money, mind you, ice packs are still not cheap. You got to still pay for shipping for that because you got to order in bulk. But wrap it up and then still wait for USPS to ship them out or to scan them or whatever. Because they're not literally, sometimes the tracking numbers are not updating to 2 days later, and because they just literally scanned it. Oh, it's in the metropolitan area, it's going out, it just left just the tri-state area or whatever. They're going to melt. I have so many customers in the Southwest right now, it's not even funny.
Wow.
So, like, and they're hitting me up, like, I want it. I'm like, I can't ship it right now.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't even make sense.
Swear, it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, yo, I could have made twice as much money as I made last month if I could continue to ship it, and I just can't. I'm like, this virus is just whatever the fuck this is, it needs to go away. Like, seriously. Because it's putting a delay on everything.
Yeah, no, it's even it's just crazy. It really, really is. And I just saw that they said that LA is going to be on lockdown through July.
What?
Mm-hmm. The stay-at-home order is going to be in place through July. So, like, August is when they...
I know. I read recently, too, California was the first state ever to borrow money from the federal government. For they have to pay people through unemployment. Like, this shit is just getting too out of control, and I'm just getting annoyed. Like, the shit is too inconsistent with information. They don't know what it is. It's hot in most places in this country. Like California, especially Southern California, it's fucking 89 degrees out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
If this virus dies in 89 degrees weather, what's the problem? What's the fucking problem?
The crazy thing is with this virus is niggas still don't know what's going on.
Nobody. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Nobody.
We're all still just kind of like, okay, so let us know what's 100%. Like, how can you get it 100%?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it doesn't make no sense anymore. Like, I'm pretty much over it, and I'm tired of busting my brain trying to find replacements and doing all this other stuff. Like, it's just been a lot. And it's like, I do everything. I answer emails, DMs, make the orders, do the creative work. It's been a lot. And don't get me wrong, I love the business. It doesn't make me want to stop doing the business, but it's just like, this makes me realize you have to be more prepared.
Yes.
Anything can happen. Like, and I really wasn't prepared. I would never thought in a million years that we would be experiencing this right now.
I don't think anyone thought about it. Like, this is one of those things that you see in the movies, and you're just like, damn, that's crazy.
Right.
It's like when you watch, what's that movie, The Purge. It's like you watch The Purge, and you be like, damn, that's crazy. But that could be something that could happen in the future. And then you never think it's going to happen, and then it happens, and you like, oh, shit.
Yeah. It's been a lot, man. It's been really crazy. Too crazy.
I went for the first time since all this started, I went to Trader Joe's on Sunday.
I bet that was a shit show.
No.
Really? Which one you went to?
I went to the one downtown Brooklyn in Albee Square.
Really? Because I went on. I want to say I was in that area. Where did I go? Because Friday. Actually, I went Friday afternoon. Maybe that's the reason. I went Friday afternoon, and that shit was down the street. And I said, fuck them. I'm not going.
I walked.
And then I went to another one in Queens Saturday afternoon. The line was wrapped around the building and then down the block. I'm good. I'll starve at this point. I'll starve.
Oh, wow. So I got lucky because, well, I kind of knew. So I wanted to get some flowers for my grandmother for Mother's Day. And, you know, out on the streets, they sell, like, the usual basic flowers, the roses, whatever. And I was like, damn, I just really want to get her some nice flowers. And then I had run out of, like, all my Trader Joe's specialty shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to Trader Joe's. So I kind of knew because it was Mother's Day, a lot of people wouldn't be out. And I went early on a Sunday morning. Maybe I went at like 9 or 10. I walked right in. Like there was a guy at the door, I guess, just in case there would be a line, he would be instructing everyone on what to do. But he was like, are you here for Trader Joe's? I was like, yeah. He was like, go right in. It wasn't a line. The grocery store wasn't packed. No issues, yeah. Like, I was just like, and in my mind, I was like, is this how it is all the time? And I'm a little brave. I took the train. Nobody was on the train. When I went to go get on the train, they were wiping the trains down inside, and they were wiping the inside of the trains down. I was the only person in my cart on the way there, and then when I took the train to my grandmother's house, I was the only person in the cart on the way over to her house. And then I took a cab home. But I was just like, oh, so today I'm the crazy person that decided to go outside and was like, let me just take the train, let me just see. But it wasn't packed, it wasn't nothing. I was just like, damn, I've never been the only person in the car.
How did it smell? How did the subway smell?
There were no smells. I'm not going to say anything looked more cleaner than it usually does. But the only thing I noticed is it wasn't cramped up with people. That's it. But
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying to go to Trader Joe's. Like, I'm tired of the hood supermarkets because they are inflating everything. And I really just want to I thought I was going to go to Trader Joe's on Saturday, and I was like, I'm going to spend $80 because that's all I need. It's just me and my boyfriend. It's not, not nothing else. I ended up having to go to the hood supermarket and spend $160 because cheese wants to be $8 and chips is 10. It's everything. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Now, this supermarket that I usually go to, they have everything. It's like literally a one-stop shop. You can find whatever you need. And I think that's the reason why they just be like, we're going to jack it up. But you're going to jack up in a neighborhood, especially like Starrett City, where, people over there are on fixed, they have fixed rent.
Mm-hmm.
They have all types of government benefits. Which, that's probably why they're looking at it. Like, they know that people are going to have money for food regardless. But it's just like, still, like, we still have to come out of pocket because they still have a capped amount of money they get every month.
Right.
And so it's just like, why would you even do that? I'm like, I just got to wake up early in the morning and just go to Long Island. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Long Island and get my food shopping out the way. Because I can't deal with it in the boroughs right now.
Yeah. We have a food bazaar. I actually just discovered it. It's
really?
Yeah, but there's a food bazaar, and it's like a one-stop shop, and the prices are actually decent. Like they're not crazy. They're not taxing like the other grocery store that I was going to that barely has anything and was driving me fucking nuts. Like this one is actually decent, and their vegan section is really, really good. I was like, all right, this is not too bad. Not too bad. So people gonna take advantage how they can take advantage. So let's get into some topics. Jill Scott versus Erykah Badu. I know you tuned in.
My black ass did. I loved it.
It was beautiful.
It was. I watched from beginning to end. I was on there because I'm a Jill Scott fan. Like I grew up listening. I never forget the first time I listened to just Jill Scott. I had to be like 9-10 years old because it was a cloudy day and I was in Long Island. And my parents went house shopping. And I remember my mother was playing her song, one of her songs, and it was just like, I fell in love ever since. Like, I've been a fan that long. And I was like, damn, this woman is dope. Yeah, I had to be like 9 or 10 years old because I'm 29 now. And that album was 20 years ago. Yeah, I had to be 9. I had to be 9 years old when that came out. And I never forget that day. And I just fell in love with Erykah Badu was always played in my household. Like, my parents are big soul R&B people. So even on road trips, there was Music Soul Child, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, Kendrick, Family Soul, like all of those greats. And to me, it was something that we needed. Like, we needed to relax and vibrate differently. Because over here is just craziness of madness in the dude. Then we hear all this rah-rah type of music, talking about killing and shooting and fucking. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they talk about having sex too, but it's the wordplay. Like, they make you think, and it's very poetic. And I was singing at the top of my lungs, and I was like, damn, I really, really wish I knew how to connect my phone to the TV.
Me too. Okay, so I'm not the only person that's like, how's everybody else doing this but me?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I really don't. And I'm mad. I'm like, we have smart TVs, so it just doesn't make sense how we don't know.
I know.
Like, I don't think there's an app we could download or something, but I've been looking, I haven't found it.
I thought it was beautiful. I loved the how they were just like uplifting one another and how they were going back and forth, and I was just like, there's no winner here. Like, they're both winners. It didn't seem like a competition. It kind of just felt like I don't know. It just didn't feel competitive. It just felt dope. It was like they were letting us in to their world and all of their hits, and I just thought it was so cool. I was like, oh, this is nice. This is relaxing. I grew up with Jill Scott and Erykah Badu in my home too, and I was just like, wow. It was such a moment. It was, like you said, it's definitely something we needed because it was very like calming, very chill. There were no antics. There was no extraness. None of that. It was nice. So I thought it was really, really dope.
And but people don't understand too that they actually are friends. Like, they have a real relationship. So, like, they're not going to be beefing like people expect them to be. And it really wasn't what you call it, a battle.
Yeah, no, it didn't feel like one. It really
wasn't. It didn't feel like one. And it was just cool and peaceful, and I just loved it. And I'm like, dang, like, you ever seen Erykah Badu perform in concert?
Yes. I went to a Roots festival, a Roots picnic, and amazing, captivating, like, crazy.
Man, when I saw Jill Scott, I'll never forget me and my dad went to Jones Beach and saw Jill Scott perform. Man, but I mean, tears were rolling down my face. My papa was like, damn, this is really touching. And I was like, yes, because she could sing opera. Like, it was just, like, for music to really move you the way that it does, and, like, she really uses her voice. People don't realize their voice is an instrument, and they don't know how to use it. They just make mediocre music, and I don't know, I was just so touched. And I'm like, damn, I can't believe I missed her concert in February. And I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to see her perform again. We don't know how long this pandemic is gonna last, and how it's gonna change the landscape of public events. And
yeah, I think concerts are a dub until like 2021 mid or like early 2022. Unfortunately, because I was supposed to go see the Weeknd in concert this summer, and for free at that. So I'm fucking bummed. I'm like, will it still be free when they let us outside?
Right?
It was dope. And Jill Scott's smile, I was like, damn.
She is
like,
happy.
She is like so beautiful. Well, they're both like so beautiful, but I just kept looking at her smile. I was like, wow, she has like such a beautiful smile. But yeah, I thought it was dope. Like, and so many people tuned in. I think they had over 1 billion impressions, and like almost 1 million people were in there. That's fucking dope. So, like you said, I definitely think we needed that. I never knew that they pitted them against one another. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they always did.
But
always, and they're like, we're friends. Like, what the fuck y'all doing?
Right. That's what they do with women, so fine. But no, I thought it was like really dope. They didn't come in there with no antics. I was like, it's just funny because all of the other verses, like, I think that we're just like, are y'all gonna come on here with some bullshit? Like, you kind of just like look at, you kind of just wait just because of all the other things we've seen. But it was good. It was dope. I know that this weekend is Nelly versus Ludacris.
Oh, it's gonna be this weekend.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna tune in. Hopefully I won't forget.
I'm a fan. Like, when Nelly was big, I was living in St. Louis, so I was like there for that. And he like was like the king of the city at that time. And then I've always been a big fan of Ludacris because I just don't feel like he gets the credit he deserves. Like, I feel like in his, like, when he was making music and videos, like the songs, his music videos, like everything was nuts and everything was so fly. But my friend was telling me that they don't even play Ludacris's music at the club in Atlanta. And I was like,
really?
And I was just wondering, because I'm like, well, he still lives there, but I was like, has he been blacklisted in some way that we don't really know? Like, I was trying to think about what could have happened, because she was like, bro, when they, like, anytime we're in the club, they'll have like a old school, not old, because I guess he wouldn't say old school, but like, late 90s, early 2000s, like they'll throw that in the mix. She's like, they never play Ludacris's music. And if he's on a song, they won't play his verse. I was just like, damn, I want to know the tea. I want to know the tea on what's going on with Ludacris in Atlanta. Because if anything, they should be proud of him.
Yeah. So, I wonder what happened. I wonder if he knows.
Girl, I was on Google. I was like, DJs don't play Ludacris music in the club in Atlanta. I'm like, does anyone post something on this? I didn't find anything about it, but it was really, really interesting. I was like, damn. So I'm excited for that because I'm a fan, and I think that, and I don't think either of them get the credit. I do think Ludacris has more hits than Nelly, but
oh yeah, absolutely,
yeah, for sure. But I still think it's gonna be a good battle, so I'm excited for that. So did you see when someone made a post on Twitter and they posted it on Instagram where they were like, why don't y'all treat Lizzo the same way y'all treat Jill Scott?
I was about to make a comment about that.
Okay, come on.
First of all, I was about to post it yesterday because me and Nikki was talking about it. And I'm like, first of all, it shows that nobody's fat phobic. Okay, nobody's fat phobic because Jill Scott, we've seen her go up and down with her weight all the time, and she always used, for the most part, in her adult years, she's been on the big side. And I just feel like Lizzo's fucking annoying. Lizzo is fucking annoying. And I feel like nothing is wrong with embracing your body. Right? Because even sometimes there's some skinny bitches, I'll be like, I know I want to see that. You all boned. There's nothing, you're doing the most. Like, put some clothes on. But you have to do it gracefully. And I feel like it's like you're forcing us to accept you. We don't care that you're big. It's the fact that you're trying to do the most with it. You're not doing it gracefully. And I'm like, how do you, like, you cannot compare the two. First of all, they're two different genres of music.
I agree.
Jill Scott is a true artist through and through, all the way around, straight poetry. She don't have to curse to get her point across. She knows how to, like I said, wordplay. And I'm like, I'm gonna give Lizzo space to grow because she's still an up and coming artist, and she's doing her thing. Kudos to her. But Lizzo is her music is straight white woman music. No offense to any of our white listeners, but it doesn't feed me. And she just wants to be seen. She just likes attention, and that's okay. You like attention, but don't expect everybody to gravitate towards it either.
I agree, and I also think that they just came out in two different times, and that's why the respect is different. When Jill Scott came out, there wasn't social media. There wasn't room for a bunch of people to sit down and, like, the way, like, artists couldn't connect with people the way they do now. And right. So, Jill Scott is very highly respected, first of all, like you said, because of her music, because of the content of her music, because of just, like, all of her accolades. And Lizzo is, one, she's not there yet. Two, they don't, like you said, they don't make similar music. And to me, it just made no sense comparing the two.
None. Makes none.
And so, I was just like, I don't even think that, I do think some people are fat phobic, but I think that's like in general. Like, right? Some people are just like, nah, I don't wanna see your gut. I don't wanna see fat people. It is what it is. But I think other people, like you said, are just like, why do you feel like you need to do all of this to get attention? Because you don't. So I think we can kind of look at it on a scale of like, I just think it is what it is in a sense. But I don't feel like they can be compared in any way. It's two totally different types of music.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Two different types of music. Two different types of music, two different types of people. And like I say, it's gracefully. Like, you know, she holds herself to a higher standard. Like, you're not going to see her, you never seen her half naked. Mm-hmm. You never seen that. Like, she don't get me wrong, she wears things that will show her figure, but it's gracefully.
But you know what I would say with Lizzo? I don't think we are used to seeing someone I don't think people are used to seeing someone her size as free as she is as well. And I really do think that some people take being fat like as an offense to them. Like other people being fat as an offense. Especially when they're putting it in someone's face. I think so, sometimes. It could be that situation.
Like, I get it. But I feel like just be you. I don't feel like she's being her true, authentic self. Because I think people like her. There's a whole lot of people that like her, and there's a whole lot of people that dislike her. But I think, like, if she wasn't being so forceful about the whole thing, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a way of doing it. And she just, like, I don't know, like, okay, there's some people out there who you're going to find that's on Instagram and their stories that are going to be clapping their ass or whatever, and twerking. I don't like to see that shit, me personally. But she feels like she has to do it because she just feels like that's the way she needs to be accepted. If they can do it, I can do it too, and I get it. But don't, just because they're doing it doesn't mean the masses agree with that either. Because I don't want to see a bunch of people shaking their ass on Instagram every day either.
Oh, I agree.
Or in lingerie or half naked.
I agree. I don't care who does it. But damn, I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? I'm just wondering, is the reason why, like, okay, take away the people that's like us, that's just like, yo, I just don't want to see that shit at all. I don't care what you look like, how big you are, whatever. I'm tired of seeing ass and like, I'm tired of seeing Megan Thee Stallion twerk.
Yeah,
that's
me
just,
too.
It's just like, sis, I get it. I know you got them clappers. It's fine, but every post you're not gonna give me from the back making your ass cheeks clap. Like, please give me something else. Please, give me a selfie, please. I will take it gladly. But I do wonder, is it because for the most part when we've seen bigger women, they've always been covered up. They don't twerk. They don't. I don't know. I'm just like, can we think of another woman that's Lizzo's size that does the same thing she does? So is it maybe she's not being forceful, like maybe that's really her in a sense? Maybe? Cause like, it's just like, who are we to say? Alright, for example, I follow this young girl and she wants to be a rapper, and all she does is like, she takes all her pictures from the back. She takes these pictures with thongs. She's always twerking. Everything is very sexual, and I'm like, and I always wonder, like, is this truly you, or are you just doing this because that's how all the other girls are getting in the rap game, being overly sexualized, talking about how a nigga do this, that, and the third, eating your pussy, eating from the back, hitting it, but all this other shit. Like, are you doing it because that's really you? Because when I met her, I didn't get that impression. And then when I listened to her music, I'm just like, okay. So I'm wondering, I'm like, am I just projecting like what I think this person should be, or is that just truly them? Like, maybe she's always slick like that. Like, maybe that's how she talk in real life. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think she's just doing the most.
Yeah. But I think in
she really
general,
is.
like, we're just tired of people naked and twerking.
Yeah, I am definitely am.
I could totally do without it. I don't even. And what's crazy is it's been years of that shit being built up. Because I remember when I used to first see it, and I'd be like, ugh, like, I guess if that's what you want to do. And now it's just nonstop. Like, every other picture, every other video is like ass or twerking. And I'm just like, all right, I could.
Yeah, it's after a while, it's like, what are we doing this for?
It gets very old really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Very.
watch the recent episode of Insecure?
Molly's a bitch.
Okay, let's break it down. What do you think?
Molly, I think Molly has some issues, and I think that I don't know. I understand her perspective. I understand it. I just don't agree with it, and I feel like she's treating her relationship with Issa as if that Issa's her man.
Ooh.
Like all right. For example, like me and my friends, one is graduating from medical school on Saturday. Nikki has her own fucking business. She's in the fucking Hamptons right now catering. Between me and my business, we're all fucking busy, right? We all have our separate lives. There's days I don't speak to my friends. Doesn't mean it changes. She gets too emotional if she can't talk for too long. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, girl, grow the fuck up. We all have separate lives. And you see that Issa's actually really trying to do something.
Yes. I think that's what's making her uncomfortable because I think she's so used to struggle Issa.
Mm-hmm.
So to see Issa, like, cause I was just thinking about kind of how I would deal with the situation if like me and my best friend had a situation like that, and just I just know me through that whole time, just because I knew what my friend was working on, there would be understanding, and I feel like Molly like leave no room for understanding.
None.
And I do think that there were times where Molly was trying to speak to her, and it seemed like every time they were gonna speak, something would happen. So
right.
I'm not gonna say like Molly wasn't trying, but I'm just like,
at the same time, it's not that deep. I just feel like it's not that deep. It could have been a conversation like, girl, we don't speak no more. What's going on? Let's catch up. And like you know, like sometimes I'm like, bitch, I didn't speak to you for a minute. What's going on?
mm-hmm.
You okay? Like it could have been something like that instead of like, I don't have to meet up with you to have a conversation about that. You can shot a text. You can do you could just call on the phone and immediately as soon as she answers, you could hit her like that. Like, listen, I miss my friend. What's up? Let's go and get drinks, or let's do this. Like it's not. It doesn't have to be as complex as she's making it is. Like it's not that serious. Like Issa doesn't owe nobody anything. Issa has to owe much. Issa's trying to get her shit together. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you rather see your friend fucking drown instead of helping her out and just asking a fucking question to your man, you could have asked him to help her out with her event. And you got mad because she found another alternative. Okay, well, you're not gonna help me. Well, I'm gonna ask somebody else. What's the problem? You were out the equation.
Mm-hmm.
Like let him make that decision if he wants to help or not. Be like, listen, at least I tried. He just really doesn't feel comfortable. You know, whatever. Let him make the decision. No hard feelings towards him. But why would you want to put that strain on your friendship and be funny about it?
Yeah, I agree. And I think that was just like, damn, like you wasn't even willing to help your homegirl out at a time where you know she really needed you because of your funky ass relationship that you want to set boundaries for. When I'm just asking for like a little favor. And one of the things that annoyed me about Molly is I was like, damn, she's that girl that like don't understand anything unless her man is saying it to her. Like even when they were there and he was like, when they were sitting down, they were like enjoying the show and he was like, yo, this is really, really dope. And she was like, no, yeah, it is dope. Like Issa did her thing. And then he's like, maybe this is the reason why there's been a lack of communication. And she's like, oh yeah. And it's like, my nigga, you didn't take that into consideration this whole time. Your best friend was trying to put on a block party and you couldn't even understand that you weren't giving her the type of support that she needed at this time.
Yeah. That to me is wild.
I agree.
And that's why I said like I think Molly has some issues and I think she is trying to I I think she does try to sabotage her relationship. Like, she tried to find something wrong. And I think she's just so used to being by herself and even just being so damn independent. She tries to find things wrong so she don't have to deal with it.
With everything.
Instead of really work. Everything. Like, okay, well, how do you expect a relationship to work? It's not always gonna be like peachy and great. Like, for example, like, I had to learn, like, my boyfriend's here every fucking day. I'm not used to that shit. I'm like, you're here day and night. I had to learn to coexist in the same space with him for so much. Like, since this whole quarantine, like, I'm not used to being days with him. And I'm like, okay, how can we communicate better? Like, let's write it out. Let's talk about it. She's not even trying to make that effort. Somebody has to plant a bug or a seed in her head for it to grow. And I'm like, you're a lawyer.
Word.
You're a lawyer. You should. There's no reason why that's not even something that's not crossing your mind, or how maybe you should communicate more effectively or express yourself differently or whatever. I don't know. I think maybe she, like you said, I think she used to broke Molly, and she's not used to Molly being as Issa. She used to broke Issa, and she's not used to Issa really trying to make a way or change in so much. Oh, you always make excuses. You always ask us for favors. Like,
yo,
sis, I'm asking for help to better myself. What are you talking about?
When she was like, you always need a favor. What really got me pissed off is that Molly did that at her event.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you could not wait to speak to her. Like, this is finally, like, her moment where she feels, fulfilled. She doesn't feel like a failure. She feels like, all right, I set a goal. I met it. I did what I was supposed to do, and it turned out great. And this is when you want to pick a fight with me? You don't want to call me in the morning?
Mm-hmm. We can't, be like, I felt the way, after I said this, there's a way of doing it, too. You don't have to approach me on no rah-rah shit, because there's no way that you can expect me to be calm. Like, this is a big day for me. I had a successful event, and this is what you do? Without your support, you haven't asked how you could help me out. Like, you knew I was going through shit. You know I was stressing the fuck out. I'm going through everything right now, and you're not even helping the situation.
Mm-hmm. And I think I was just like, damn, maybe they've just kind of outgrown each other in a sense. Or, because Issa's not an angel in this situation. Issa definitely made some remarks towards Molly. I was like, damn, you gonna say that to your friend? Like, when she
what remarks?
I think it was like that episode where they were in a grocery store, and she was like, should I, is Molly's boyfriend named Andrew? I think maybe.
I think so, yeah.
She was like, should I invite Andrew over for Thanksgiving? And she was like, girl, don't scare him away like you scared the others away. And I was just like,
Yeah, that could be a little...
when you got a homegirl who all her relationships kind of suck in a sense, and, she's never really been successful, when she finally does meet someone, and, she feels like it's going good, I just think it's a lesson in being patient with one another, because I think sometimes when we speak to our friends, we think we're joking, but some things kind of stick with you for a minute. There's definitely been times people have said things to me, and I was like, damn, that's how you feel? Yeah.
But you know what, too? But I also feel like they had that type of relationship. So out of the blue, now you're uncomfortable? They say wild shit to each other all the time, but now you're uncomfortable.
But you want to know why? Because they stopped fucking with each other. Like they weren't doing their self-care Sundays anymore. They weren't talking on the phone all the time anymore. Like they literally were off to their lives and living their lives separately and not dealing with each other as best friends. And so I think because of that, those comments hit a little harder. It wasn't like a ha-ha. And we're just like, damn, that's all right. Fuck you too, bitch.
Yeah. No, I get it, but I just feel like Molly just needs to calm the fuck down a little bit. Like, she's doing the most. She really is.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know what? I was like, now seeing Nathan come back, because Nathan is the one who helped Issa secure Vince Staples, and then Andrew. Since Andrew and Nathan, aren't they roommates? I got the vibe that they're roommates.
I forgot.
But okay, they know each other. They're friends. I think because Nathan had to reach out to Andrew so that Andrew could speak to Vince Staples. So I think that they're gonna get in their ears. I think that's what's gonna. I think they're gonna bring Molly and Issa back together. Cause again, Molly is that girl that only listens to her nigga. She need her nigga to guide her through certain things.
Yeah.
I feel like we all know that one person who like nothing, like anything you say to them, they don't. Whatever they homegirl say to them, they don't give a shit. But if they man said, they're like, oh, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I was like, oh, I hate those type of girls. They stress me out. I'm like, what do niggas know? So I was just like, damn, they really bringing their heat, and for 30 minutes, I hate it.
Yeah, I don't understand why. At least as soon as you blink, it's over.
Do you? Speaking of other TV shows, do you watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yeah, I watched the reunion.
You watched it.
Mhm.
Portia got them together.
First of all, I don't even know where to start. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, first of all, she said, with your saggy ass, what she said, with your titties or something. She told it, Eva. I was like, Portia.
She told Eva she looked like a thumb. I was like,
yo.
How you tell somebody you look like a thumb? A thumb?
I was like, okay. I said, okay. This is interesting.
A fucking thumb? But you know what I can say that I don't like about the show? Well, what I don't like, something rubs me the wrong way about fucking Candy. And I think...
What?
Okay, so I love Candy. Like, I'm like, yo, she's a boss bitch. I love how she gets to it. I think she has a cute family, whatever. You know what I don't like? I don't like that no one has anything to say to Kenya, but everyone has something to say to Nene. And I feel like, to me, Kenya get more crazy at the mouth than Nene.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I feel like even when Kenya's wrong...
Oh, I thought you said Candy. I thought you said Candy, not Kenya.
No, I'm talking about Candy. But I was talking about Kenya.
Alright, so Candy rubs you the wrong way.
Candy rubs me the wrong way because I don't feel like she checks her friend.
Which friend? Oh, Kenya. Okay.
But Nene is... And I know that Nene and Candy don't really fuck with each other anyways. But to me, it's just like... I just feel like they always coming at Nene, but I'm like, are y'all missing the foul shit that Kenya says all the time, and the foul shit that Kenya had done? Like, y'all don't think that y'all friend is miserable? Like, I literally look at Kenya like, yo, you are a beautiful woman, like fucking gorgeous. You know what I mean? You're successful. You're all of that. But when I look at her, I'm like, for her to do the things that she does, and for her to say the things that she says, I'm like, You cannot be a happy person the way you move, whether it's for TV or not. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
So it's crazy to me that they always come at Nene. And, you know, Nene got a mouth on her too. But I think Nene is more funny. Granted, she said some things that I was just like, nah, that's fucked up. But I think she's more in humor. But when Kenya open her mouth, it's just like, she just come. Like, she's coming to kill. She's not coming to play with you. And I don't know. I just think of all of the things she's done the past season. And I'm like, y'all always want, well, Candy, what's the other homegirl? What the fuck is her name? Cynthia. I'm like, y'all always want people to have mercy. Well, this past season, y'all wanted everyone to have mercy on Kenya for what she was going through. But did we forget all of the shit that Kenya has done? Like, the past seasons? All of the fucked up shit she's done and said? And y'all think that people should have mercy on her because she's going through a divorce? Basically.
They want people to sympathize or empathize with her. And I'm like, she's a fucking bitch.
OD.
She's a fucking bitch.
OD. And I did believe that Mark was her karma. I believed that the way he was speaking with her, the way he was dealing with her, he was giving her a dose of her own medicine. So I'm like, there's no way you can move like... There's no way you could just move like that and sleep at night. Because even sometimes, if I say something foul to someone, like... I'm more than likely, if I know it wasn't warranted, I will go and apologize.
Right.
So I'm like, how do you sleep with yourself at night with all of the foul shit you've done over these past few years? And you gonna sit up here and tell me you happy? Nah, you're not happy.
No.
You cannot tell me that Kenya's happy with all of the foul shit she
I
does?
don't think she's happy. I don't think King is happy at all. I think she's feeling for love. I think that she is somewhat desperate. But I mean, I don't know. This shit is just crazy to me. I don't even fucking know anymore. Like I think Kenya's goal at the end of the day was just to have a baby.
So, I think so too.
And I just don't understand how. I just think about the course of like her meeting him, getting married, being pregnant. You really didn't get to know him.
Nope.
The signs are probably there. You just ignored it because you wanted to have a baby. And I get it. Like, you know, you're not a spring chicken, granted, but at the same time, like you talked about everybody's husband, everybody's marriage, but then everybody's supposed to show you mercy and be quiet about yours. Like, no. Ken, no.
It makes no sense.
It makes none.
So,
but you know what I can't wait to see?
What?
The Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to see that shit. So I want to see Candace get her ass handed to her. I can't stand that bitch.
So what?
I can't stand Candace.
Okay. How does Ashley not see that her husband don't like men? That's fucking wild to me that she can stick by this man with all of the shit he's done.
Yo, oh my God. I don't know.
I'm just like, I understand for better or for worse, you know, all of the vows. Like, I get it, but sis, your nigga is rubbing up on people's asses. He called Juan. He told Juan what did he say to Juan? He was like, he called him fine, or he said he sucked his dick or something crazy. It's just like, yo, your man is bisexual, sis. Accept it.
She will not. And I think there's something was just in the blogs recently too. I think he was cheating on her.
Yeah.
I saw
that.
I'm like, child, listen.
Meanwhile, the baby looked just like him.
Yo. Whole child looked just like him. Looked just like Michael. Woo.
But so I'm excited to see next week. When does Potomac come on?
I don't know. I think I gotta go to Monique's page and see. That's my girl. I love Monique.
I like Monique too. Speaking of Real Housewives, New York is good, and Beverly Hills is OD good.
I never watched any of them.
Yeah. Trust me when I say get into these white women, because they arguments, the shit that they be coming at each other with, I like. That's one of my guilty pleasures is watching white women fight on TV because the shit be so funny.
Really?
Yes, it's so good. And they go so low. It's so funny. Like, so if you ever bored, I would say give it a chance. Like the Real Housewives of Orange County, shit fire. The white ones are just as good as the black ones. And you know, I think people don't really fuck with Potomac. But Potomac is good.
I love Potomac. That shit is, man, I love that show. I love it. I don't know why people don't like it. I think it's great.
The only one I won't watch is Dallas. For some reason, I tried to watch it and I was like, oh no, I can't. I can get into all the other ones. This Dallas shit, it's a dub. I can't watch the Dallas one, but the other ones, they're good. But I'm telling you, watching white women fight and watching them argue, it's not as good as like the black ones because I feel like, you know, when black people go back and forth, you got a little humor in there. Like, it's a little funny.
Right.
Know, you got your little sayings, but when they go at it, it's funny too. So I would, if you bored, give it a shot because it's a good time.
All right, I will.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine is out of jail.
Jesus. Yeah.
And we're seeing a lot of people champion him now. We just like, And then Meek Mill over on the side like, fuck that nigga. I can't believe y'all supporting a rat. This is some bullshit. It's crazy to me that he really thinks that he can have a rap career with this. Because I don't think it's possible. I don't think that this is going to last. Because I remember seeing a blog post a few days ago where I guess someone that lived in his neighborhood, she was just like, yo, Tekashi 6ix9ine lives in my neighborhood. It was a white girl, and she like recorded him. I guess he was like making a little music video for his stories or something like that. She's like, that's Tekashi 6ix9ine right there. I was like, that, like, if he keeps on doing this, they're going to find him and kill him. Whoever is, I know somebody's looking for him.
So this is my thing with Tekashi. So I had to sit back and really just think about it. And I was like, let me look more into this case a little bit more, because I don't remember. I literally forgot about the man until he came out. And I'm like, I had to ask myself, what would I do in a situation where no one was loyal to me? They tried to kill him. They kidnapped him. They wanted to kill his family. Where was the loyalty to him? Now, I'm not justifying what he did. I mean, like, I feel like once you join or you make that pledge to be a part of whatever the shit that he was a part of, or any type of street shit, you just have to hold it down and you just take the L by yourself. But I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say I would be that nice about the situation either. I think if I'm going down, you're going down too. Since you wanted to kill me, now you're going down. Since you wanted to try to kidnap me and all this other shit and talk about my family and threaten my family, yeah, I think there might be a possibility that I might say something too.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, it's just like, but you put your family at risk. You put your baby mother at risk. You put your daughter at risk. Like,
they was at risk from the beginning before any of this shit went down. They were they were talking about this shit that happening to, they wanted to kill him before he started even talking. Like, all this shit happened before he even got arrested. Like, remember he got kidnapped? He got, like, all this stupid shit. And I'm just like, now come to find out it was your man? It was your team?
I think this is a lesson for a lot of people. A lot of people who want to, join a gang and be in the hood all the time and, do a whole bunch of crimes. I think this is a lesson. It's like, yo, if you're not really built for that, do not do it.
Right, because I know I'm not built. I tell people all the time, like, I'm done dating criminals because I'm not a ride or die bitch. I ain't a ride or die bitch. You're on your own. Don't tell me to hold nothing. Don't ask me to go into no spot with no cards. Mm-hmm. I'm not stuffing no bricks nowhere. Leave me out of it. I'm not that woman. Like, if you caught me at 20 years old, I've probably been with the shit a long time ago.
When you're young, it's cute. You're like, ooh, you want me to hold what?
Yeah,
what? A gun? Or what? Put it in my bag. Yes.
No, I'm not that woman. I'm 29. Like, I'm not going to jail for you. Like, I feel like if somebody loved you enough, they would not put you in those compromising situations. Like, every man I know, like, any man that did that trap, for the most part, except for like maybe one or two, they never asked me to be involved in anything. They told me they don't want me to know what they did. They just knew. I just knew they did something illegal. They said, I would never put you in a situation where if the cops come knocking, you feel pressed to talk. Because you're not gonna know nothing. I don't want you to feel that way, and I don't want you to know. I don't want you to know where nothing is. I don't want you to, or like, that's how it should be. I think that's how it should be. And if a man really love you or whatever, no, they're not gonna do that. They really fuck with you, no.
Right, because he want to make sure you good and want to make sure you're not involved in any of his bullshit that he has going on.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I think, because, like, I understand what you mean. It's just like, am I going to be loyal with all of this bullshit happening? But what I find an issue with is him trying to have a rap career. I think that's the crazy thing to me, because number one, what's crazy is I don't even think Tekashi thought that he needed all of those things that he had going on, like with the gangs, always starting drama with other rappers, like just doing. I think he needed that to be Tekashi 6ix9ine, and I don't think he needed to do any of that. Like, I think he could have still been successful with the crazy hair, with the crazy loud ass voice, and all he did was need them crazy ass beats. The kids was gonna fuck with. I think the kids was gonna fuck with it anyways. And so I feel like he went and he just did all of that shit for no reason and just got himself into some shit that he was just like, oh, this is crazy.
Right.
Wow. Oh shit. Oh, we going to. I don't think he ever thought he was going to jail. Like I truly think that he thought he was like what he was doing was some music industry shit. Cause it's a lot of fake gangsters. Like that. That's just what they do because those are things that sells in the industry. Well, that's what they think sells, and so I just look at it like I don't think you had to be in any of this shit to get where you needed to get to get where you needed to be in life. And so I'm just like, bro, my nigga, give the rap career up. Like anywhere he goes, I feel like you walking around with rainbow hair. I just don't feel like he can go anywhere, at least in New York, and be safe.
Nope.
You gotta get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I'm interested to see like how he's still trolling too. I'm like, my nigga, did you not learn anything? Like you still on your bullshit? So, no, I totally think like if you're not about that life, don't even get yourself into it because I'm not dying for nobody either. What? You want me to do what? How many years I gotta be in jail? Damn. Yeah, I guess I will be a rat because that's crazy. Like, especially when he's probably like what 22, 20. He looks very, very young. So it's crazy. But in my mind, I'm just like, I just don't think this rap career is going anywhere. I don't think it's gonna last.
Yeah, he better stack his bread and he need to move to Iowa.
Maybe get into real estate in somebody else's name. Like invest his money, do something else with it. I just don't think he's gonna last doing this. I don't know. I don't see it for him. But maybe he can surprise everyone and become like the biggest rapper out there. But I don't see it. So
right.
That's all I have for this week.
Yeah, I think there's something else there's nothing else that happened that I noticed.
Is there anything that happened?
No.
Let me... watching any good shows besides what we talk? I'm watching Medici. I'm into...
what?
I'm into medieval shows. So...
no. You know what? I think that part of me is over. I'm over it now. Like, when we was, okay, we used to in the house, we binge watch and shit. Like, I'm over it. Like, I don't care no more. First of all, I don't have the time. Like, I wake up at 5:30 to make sure I get some orders done. Then I sign onto the computer to do my job. And then after that, I work. And then I still have to maintain my relationship. I don't have the time.
Right.
I don't have the time. So, I'm kind of over it. I don't care to actually watch any shows right now. Besides the ones besides Real Housewives of Atlanta and Atomic, but that was good.
No, I've been needing something in the background while I'm working because, like, I just need, I don't know. If it's not, like, music playing, I do need a little show happening. So I'm watching this show called Medici on Netflix. It's pretty good, but the ending is kind of slow. So if you're into medieval shows, that's a good one. Other than that, ain't nothing going on over here.
Just same over here.
Well, that is the end of the show, guys. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Have a good night, guys.